Welcome back to Gears and Glory. Here we are at our last episode of 2024.
Season 1 is over. Oh my god.
Wow. Done almost a full season as the Gears and Glory gals.
Literally insane how quickly
How do I
it's
do
gone.
the iPhone? Yes.
Oh!
Yay!
What the heck? Times like this, I wish I wasn't.
We thought it would be a super fun episode to do a little mini season recap where we do like our top 3 moments from the season. So these can be either like driver swaps, breaking news, race highlights, wins, sad moments. If that's your vibe, guess you'll find out if you keep on listening. We'll see where this episode takes us. So I'm going to kick us off because why not?
I'm so excited to
Why
see
not?
where this goes. I really am.
Okay. Do we want to do P3 each of us, or we all do our season podiums as a whole?
No, I like doing P3.
Okay.
And then P2.
Let's
and then
go
P1.
around the grounds for our P3.
Yeah.
My P3 winner or announcement of this season, is a recent announcement, one of the most recent. And it is that Max is having a tiny little baby. That made me so happy.
I really thought you were
So
about
sweet.
to say Paris being dropped.
No, but that would be on brand, to be honest. Like, finally, I love Perez. I love Perez. I'm just sick of the rumors for the last 12 months,
At least the rumors have been put to rest. But anyway, Max's baby.
Yeah, little Verstappen PK.
Can you
imagine rocking up to your karting as a 4-year-old and seeing that as your competitor? I would say, see you later.
I'll bow out. You know what? I'm good, actually.
Let him have it.
You know what? I'll watch from right back here.
Yes.
I mean, the freaking photo of Max at his supposed gender reveal in a Red Bull shirt.
So funny.
That
so
killed
funny.
me.
On brand.
It's
so
like
on
cartoon
brand.
characters where they open the closet and it's just the same outfit
SpongeBob
over and over and over again.
No, you know what it is? It's Barry B. Benson in the B movie. When he opens up his cupboard and he's like, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Ooh, black and yellow.
Yeah.
It's all the exact same jumper. You're so right. That is Max.
Oh my goodness.
Or Max yet again called yet another animated character on this show.
Yeah.
Third time.
Yeah. When will it end?
Love you.
But yeah, I'm very happy about that because he makes such a good bonus dad for little P. So I'm excited to see him as a full-time, real own dad.
Yeah.
Not a bonus dad.
It sounds bad, but I feel like he'll be like the exact same.
Yes.
More frequently because it's gonna be with him all the time sort of thing. But
yes.
I feel like he's that type of person where he's treating P like it's his biological daughter. Like, you know what I mean? Not in a bad way, in a good way.
Absolutely.
And I'm so freaking excited.
I love seeing them interact. It's very sweet.
Well, and
he's a big teddy bear.
Yes, he gets the opportunity to be a girl dad and a boy dad. Like, it makes so much sense to me that his biological child is going to be a boy. That one makes sense.
Yeah.
But thought in my mind that it can be a girl. Like the second was announced, oh, he's gonna have a son. This is great.
Yeah. But like he still has P and like I've seen like in the clips of them together, he's so it's funny because he's like a boy still. I say that and we're the same age. But like he's like still a young man, but also like father to a child that he would have had to have her really young. Which is just, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about them. All the joys to them in their announcement, Seems like that baby will be very loved, and that's what's important, and it's important to me that they care about each other. Do I think it's a little weird? Yeah. But it's more important that they care about each other and they're happy. I guess
agreed.
that'll be the end of that sentence.
Well, on that note,
it's very weird how the relationship came along, and it's very questionable, and everyone has a lot of different things about it. But at the end of the day, they're happy. Clearly, they kids are loved.
Yes, and they're both adults,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
now, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, what's your P3?
My P3 of just like my top moments of the season was gosh, now I'm thinking maybe these are in a different order, but you know what? I'm going to stick with it. Was the battle between Max and Lando in Austria. That was one of my favorite things that happened because that's when things really started to catalyze and they got a little, like, obviously they got explosive, which was really exciting. And we got to see Max bite again, and we got to see Lando bite too. But we also got to see Lando nurse his wounds, which I think is why Max is a stronger driver, is because Max finished that race in P5. That is why Max finished the championship. Because Lando licked his wounds and went back to the garage, and I think that car could have still run. Absolutely. I think it was a Lando decision to bring it in. And I get that. Yeah. You know, you get startled. It's your first big real scrap with Max Verstappen of all people, and he's not just biting. He's going to bite hard. You know, so that's, I mean, just one of the most exciting things that happened this season, honestly. One of my top moments.
This is so funny. We're not even going to bother moving on to my P3 because I quite literally wrote Austria, full stop. Because of the exact same reason.
Yep.
And before you started saying your P3, I was literally thinking, wonder if any of us have like had the same. Like,
I feel like my P1 will be the same as one on your list.
Oh yeah, I think we've got the same P1 to be honest with you. My P3 is also Austria, but with a full stop because
the whole thing.
What more can I say?
Yeah. It was a beautiful race. You know what it reminded me of? It kind of reminded me of the ballet.
What?
Like, you know, you start and you're like invested in the story and you're like, oh, what's going to happen? Like, where's it going to go? And then all of a sudden the orchestra is like, and then the storyline changes and the plot thickens and someone dies.
Yeah.
And then, that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
And all the side characters just like went on with their life. But the main characters of the show, they went through a traumatic event.
Yeah. Yeah, fair, okay. I mean, I've never seen a ballet, so I had no clue what you're on about, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm with it. It's like the idea of like movement and coordination.
It's Black Swan.
Yeah.
Max is the Black Swan, obviously.
Who is
it? Max is obviously the Black Swan.
I get it.
Didn't think I would be, you know, comparing F1 to ballet today, but here we are.
Ballet on wheels.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Wee.
There's not wrong with us today, guys. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we're a bit loopy. Liv and I both had Vegemite toast before we started, so maybe that's what it is.
I think it was, hey. Sorry. Showing out like Australianness here.
Australia.
Not America, sorry.
No, we have to make magpie sounds.
Wait, there was one WhatsApp. There was one WhatsApp, right, where you were on a walk and we were talking about the pod, and I just hear like birds in the distance, and I was like, yeah, she does live in Australia, huh?
Australia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do actually remember the cockatoos these past couple of weeks have been so loud.
They just live outside.
Yeah, where else would they live?
I don't know. Inside? I'm Googling what one looks like if I'm thinking of the right bird.
A cockatoo is an outside bird. Yeah.
The white ones?
Yeah.
No,
with
that's
the yellow...
not an outside bird.
Yes, it absolutely is. Do you know how big they are? They're like this big.
They're that big?
They're huge and they are so loud.
Their claws really hurt. If you're ever going to hold one, make sure you got a long sleeve on.
They can be inside birds. People do domesticate them and they teach them words.
My ex had one
and cockatoos can actually pick up an Australian accent.
Yeah.
They actually go, fuck off.
Yeah. My ex's mum had one and her name was Isis, but it was like obviously after like the Greek god sort of thing, whatever that was. But then obviously ISIS happened, so it's really awkward every time you go hello and they goes hello ISIS.
They live for like 40 years.
Yeah, like 100 or something stupid. Hey, like really.
Yeah.
You gotta like commit to these birds.
Yeah, so we'll give you a whole rundown in another episode of some Australian fauna.
Yeah.
So off topic, but my DoorDash just got dropped off and we made really awkward eye contact. We're going to watch back this recording. I'm like, what's someone doing? Yeah, we can do an Australian bird episode, honestly. Let us
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. And then Soph can do an American one.
Please.
But there's no exciting American birds. The bald eagle. Okay, oh my god, all right. We have a Formula One podcast.
Back to our regularly scheduled program. P2 on my season podium, to no one's surprise, is Oscar's first win.
Valid.
Crying. That was, well, actually, it was tainted a little bit, but I was happy nonetheless.
Yeah.
I was ready to cry. Sports.
So perhaps I'll change that to not only Oscar's first win, but Oscar's wins, plural.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. Redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's a pretty good... I don't even know if that needs further explanation. I feel like we've gone into, like, real depth on the tainted win and the non-tainted win on this podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, no, solid freaking answer.
Yeah.
Solid.
That is a core memory for me this season.
Yeah. And so, top that.
Yeah, Soph, what's your P2?
Okay. My P2 moment was George's disqualification. Because it was such a tasty little morsel of happenings. Because it was a celebration, but then it wasn't. But then he's sitting on the ground crying. I don't know if he was crying, but in my head he was. And it was so just delicious to munch on for days and weeks.
And you know what? It also brought us like back-to-back wins after like not having been like yonks. So like that was really cool.
That was a slay.
Yeah.
And I did love, because obviously time zones, went to sleep or something with George winning and woke up with him disqualified, but I found out through his Instagram story where it was like 5 celebration posts and then just his sharing of the breaking news, like George disqualified, and he just said devastated, and I was like, what?
Yeah. It was so good.
Like, at least delete your celebration posts, man. Come on.
Really,
and George, of all people.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Very different to that. But, like, I respect that P2, especially because it caused Lewis's back-to-back wins. So off topic, but this wouldn't be Gears and Glory without going slightly off topic. 2024, across motorsport, was the year of 7- and 8-time world champions to get their win for the first time in years. Because Lewis Hamilton, 7- or 8-time world champion, depending how you want to say it, and Marc Marquez, 8-time world champion, both got their first wins since 2021 in their motorsports. And not only first wins, they got like 2 each in the year. So
good.
Yeah.
Good.
They killed it this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marc Marquez, love you. My P2 should honestly also be to no one's surprise, and no one's going to agree with me with this being a P2 moment, but in my heart, it obviously is, and that's obviously Pierre Gasly's podium.
Oh, of course.
Would have put P1 if what I put in P1 didn't happen. Don't know if we need to speak on that further. Alpine's shit. Pierre's been struggling. A podium just gave me faith in the world being okay again. It really took me back to like 2020 Monza, and I felt like we were winning again.
No, that was good. They really need to make sure that the car is pink next year.
Yeah, literally. Pink
to
or
keep
orange.
it going.
That's the only time they've done
it. Yeah, pink or orange. Bring back the colours, please.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. Very on brand.
Yeah.
I expect nothing less.
It had to be somewhere on the podium, didn't it?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And I guess that accompanies also Pierre's just points so frequently this season. Second half.
Yeah, he had a good second half of the season and 0 cost in damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what?
Flex.
Huge.
MVP of the season. I think they need to do like driver of the season, not just driver of the day. Because dead set, I think Pierre Gasly should have gotten that.
Yeah, Mr. Consistent, shall we say. Every year there's a new Mr. Consistent, and for different reasons.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And this one's probably the wildest. $0. That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
top step, play the national anthem.
Yeah.
To no one's surprise, once again, play the Monegasque national anthem because Charles won in Monaco and Monza and broke the Monaco curse, and that is my P1 for me.
I knew we'd have the same P1. I knew
it.
Writing it down, I was like, we've got at least one of them's got this written down too.
With considering we're all Ferrari girls, we're all Charles gals, I knew that we'd have the same somewhere.
Yeah. And you know what? So fair, because it's been years coming, and like nobody even talked about it, but it's not even been in like his like F1, F2 career. Even outside of it, when he drove the freaking Monaco Historics, and he crashed that freaking old F1 car too. Like, this Monaco curse has been weighing over him like a dark cloud for centuries, like it feels. Like,
someone was watching over him that day.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. That's done with.
I know.
Yeah.
And you know what? Honestly, that was such a good race, and like, obviously it was so boring because Monaco's always so boring, and obviously I went to sleep because that red flag was 45 minutes and it was like midnight.
Wait, yeah, that was so insane.
Yeah, so I was like, I'll go to bed. It's not going to get interesting. Charles is obviously going to fumble pole position, so why would I want to watch that in heartbreak?
Yeah.
Tell me why. I open my phone in the morning. I don't even get to see the results anywhere. I don't get to rewatch the race. I don't open Instagram or Twitter and see the results there. Tell me why the results are ruined by my mum messaging me, oh, you must be so happy. In that moment, obviously I knew it couldn't have been anyone else. Speak of the devil, she's calling me now.
Oh my gosh.
Shit about her. But, oh my God, that was like, I cried reading that message. Simply, obviously, because Charlotte Leclerc just won freaking Monaco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, why did you have to ruin it for me like that? And I remember responding to her being like, why the F did you just ruin that for me? I'm so I'm so sorry. She's like, I thought you would have stayed up for it. I said, did you miss the 45-minute red flag? Of course.
Yeah.
Stay up for it. But like,
no way I'm staying up for that. Oh, bless. She had good intentions.
She did. God love her.
My mum's done that before where I've not watched a race until the next morning, and then I've like gone on my walk and I've come back and put it on, and she's like, oh, they won. And I'm like, yeah.
I definitely knew that.
My mum, who does not follow F1 at all.
That's really funny.
But it's cute. It's cute.
I love my mum.
So,
it's so cute.
Soph,
drum roll.
I'm a little embarrassed now.
Is the national anthem playing?
Well, I'm embarrassed because I didn't put
step.
anything Ferrari on there. I just got really excited about a bunch of different things. But
it was hard to pick. It was.
I know. And Charles Leclerc, I love him deeply. But like we said, Monaco was Monaco. It was a street track. It's narrow. It's tough. But my number one was just Brazil as a whole. Because I think, in my opinion, like if you ask me, and we'll do our race recap for the whole season, but in my opinion, that's the best race we had the entire season. The entire season.
Absolutely.
It had everything. And honestly, I think it made me really understand as like a newer fan why, like truly, truly why. Because like I've heard about Max's performance and he's been dominant, but then it's like hard because everyone's like, oh, it's a car advantage, and they're not in equal machinery, you know, and it throws in all of these confounding factors. But you see a race like Brazil where quite literally, I think I wrote down there were like 3 different safety cars, a million different things happened. Alpine was on the podium. Like, it was so crazy. But Max, to do what he did, to move up so many spots.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, and sometimes he annoys me, and sometimes I don't really like him, but I do love him, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I get it.
And I it really made that click. And also I just think it was an incredible race. It was a Latin American race, you know, like it's close to my heart in a lot of different ways. And also it was like, just like really fascinating and awesome to watch. It was just a good watch. Like that would be one to get people to start like convert from like DTS to actually watching the races, is like start with something like this past Brazil.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Photo of the Brazil. Yeah. Photo of the Grand Prix. Because this is the moment it all changed. Like, just Lando in the background, that is the coldest photo. Like, I don't know.
It is.
He did it like
does
it was
go hard.
easy. That's the craziest part.
But like, you know what? This season as a whole, though, I feel really bad for like not even just the Drive to Survive fans, like just fans in general that have actually only got into F1 this season or started watching F1 this season. They have such high hopes for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And if it does, I'll eat my hat, because since when?
I mean, we have like what, 5 or 6 rookies on the grid next year, so it might get a little bit spicy. But also, I feel like this is the next, like, what am I trying to say? 2021 was the last season that we had like this, and like I remember fans that joined in 2021 and they were like, "Oh my god, this is best season ever," and then they like watched it the next year and they were like, "Oh, this is so boring."
Yeah.
And I feel like we're just going to get a repeat of that, where we're going to have fans that join this year and they're like, whoa, drama, everything. And then the next year, if it doesn't live up to the expectations, they're going to be like, oh, this is boring.
Well, yeah.
But just notice, you got to stick it out.
I was talking at work. I was talking at work about just how this season was crazy, not just because of all the races, but because it was silly season too.
Yeah. From February, literally the 2nd of February.
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton. Yeah.
Well, it started in January with Gunter.
Yeah, that was a joke. Honestly, justice for Gunter Steiner.
I don't know. I mean, he looks like he's thriving now. Haas is thriving now. I haven't heard about Jean, so I'm going to assume that he is thriving without people smashing up his doors.
I mean, I want to see, like, obviously, because Drive to Survive, a whole, like, half the plot of it is just Jean
Gunter and Danny.
Yeah. So, like, I just want to know, like, what this season's coming to be. You know what a piss take about Drive to Survive is? It always comes out mid to late February, right?
Yeah.
So if I want to watch it, I can. And the actually year I really want to watch it is this next season that's about to come out. It comes out the day that I'm in Sydney for Rock. So I can't even watch it until probably, like, the next day. And I feel like I'm going to open so many TikToks to spoilers of it. And oh my god. Okay, sorry, this is so off topic, but I think in one of our January episodes, we need to film a prediction of like 10, like obviously there's 10 episodes in it. I think we should like make 10 titles and what we think that is going to be about, because how are you going to narrow down these 24 races into that? Because it's been chaos.
Yep. I
like that could
totally agree. Put it on the list. We're going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. This season was absolutely chaotic. I think it was crazy. I think it was fun. It was tiring. I'm very excited for a little bit of a break. We haven't even had a break yet because we've had the Perez and Lawson news come out. But hey, you know, 2024 is not over yet, so maybe we'll get news up until the 31st. We'll see.
Well, I mean, we all know the next one coming, and
stay tuned, people. Get your popcorn.
Get your popcorn ready, because Gears and Glory will have you covered.
Yeah. Well, stay tuned for the next episode.
Oh, plug time. We're going to have some interviews coming up. Really excited to chat with the people we have lined up.
Oh,
if you listen to this, hi.
Can't wait to have you here.
So excited.
Yeah, we've got some big plans for 2025. So
tune in, buckle up.
Make sure. Yeah.
I feel like 2025 may even get to a point where there's going to be weeks where there's double uploads, because there's so much to jam pack in. Because I think there's 24 races again next year, so that's like 24 weeks covered there. But then the extra content we already have like in mind, like surely that's more than 28 weeks of content. So get excited for season 2 of Gears and Glory, because it's on, and it's going to be bigger and better, even though season 1 was pretty freaking big and better, big and good. Yep. Like that, but next season's bigger and better. So yeah.
Stay tuned. We are excited to see you in the new year.
Yes. Have a good Christmas. Have a good New Year, and we'll see you next year. I can't believe it. I'll just pretend that mine works and just...
Bye, everyone.
Bye.